even this year we had one of those where it was a parcel in Greenville, South Carolina, which is a great market. It was for $30,000, and we thought, well, shoot, if you can buy. Typically, we're buying land $20,000 to $40,000, and if you can buy a piece of land in Greenville, South Carolina, for 30,000, and you can
Yeah.
make a big profit. Well, come to find out, that piece of land was in a hole. We had to bring a lot of fill dirt. There's a lot more development needed. So we ended up finishing the project, and I think we ended up losing about $4,000. But the good news about the manufactured housing project, there's a lot of margin
Yeah.
typically. Although we're providing affordable housing and typically the best and most affordable option, there's still margin for us to make profit. So even though we had made a mistake there, and the parcel that we selected, we were still able to come out not too bad, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
I'd say that was probably one where it was like that didn't go as planned.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and y'all know what I'm going to say. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about my guest. I'm excited. I've been talking to him, asking him some questions, and he always come back what I call to the through line. And for him, it's about helping people, first-time home buyers, providing affordable housing. So I'm so excited for you to peek through his lens, for him to tell you why he do what he do, what it is that he does. And so I'm super, super excited to introduce you guys to Mr. Robert Howell. How you doing today, sir?
Doing great. I really appreciate you having me on, and appreciate the time,
Absolutely.
and look forward to our conversation.
Absolutely. Same here, man. I got that last name right. It's Howell, correct? Yeah, I'm looking at it correct,
That's
right?
right. That's
Okay,
right.
awesome. Just
That's right.
just want to make sure. I always say I like to put respect on people's names, and so I just want to make sure. And so, man, I just again, I appreciate you being here, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't want to do too much talking. I want you to kind of take us into your world, tell us that the things that you're mainly focused on. Maybe how you got started, what markets you're operating in, and so, man, I just want to turn this floor over to you so you can just bless us with the nuggets that you have.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Where do you want me to start? You want me to start with how this got started and where we are today?
Man, I want you to start wherever you want to start. That sounds like a good point to me, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
I started in real estate before COVID. I told myself, hey, I want to intentionally buy some real estate. So I searched markets and did research on different markets and settled on Memphis, Tennessee. I live in South Carolina. I live in Clemson, South Carolina. Go Tigers!
Go
But
Tigers.
I was searching for a market. Memphis, Tennessee was a well-developed market for real estate, and bought my first house there for $10,000. And
Mm.
this before COVID, right? All the
Yeah.
good days.
Yeah.
But anyhow, and renovated that house and thought, well, worst thing, I'd never rent it, and my mortgage can be $300. Well, at that point, I fell in love with affordable housing. And when COVID hit, my full-time job was event marketing, and I was working on the Olympics in Tokyo for Coca-Cola. And that being said, COVID hit. I said, man, there's never going to be an event again. I got to go full time into real estate. So started buying and selling affordable houses in South Carolina. And through that process, ran across some mobile home parks. I was buying some houses from a gentleman, and he said, "Hey, my nephew owns this mobile home park." I didn't know anything about mobile home parks, but I knew about affordable housing. And so I said, "Hey, let me go. I'll buy that." So bought that, sold it, bought some more mobile home parks, and then kept buying. As a result of that, I had to get my mobile home dealer's license.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And in the state of South Carolina, if you sell more than 2 mobile homes, you're supposed to have a dealer's license. And so I bought that, and I saw, well, shoot, I can actually buy these mobile homes for pretty cheap. And if I can do that, I should buy some land and put mobile homes on land. And so started doing that. And really I still have mobile home parks. I own 28 mobile home parks in South Carolina. But now primarily my day to day is buying land and putting new mobile homes on the land and then selling those to typically first time homeowners. And so just love the process, love being able to help address the affordable housing need that we have here in the US. So much so that now teaching other people how to do it. We started a thing called the Land Home League in December last year. And so we have students all over the country that we teach how to do this. So the more affordable housing we can provide, the better. And I thought the best route to do that was I can't address that all by myself. So why don't we teach some people how to do it?
Absolutely. No, absolutely love it. And like y'all hear it, you hear this guy through line, he want to help people. And not only do you want to help people with homes, he want to teach other people how to do what he does so they can go and help other people. And so I love hearing this, Mr. Howell. I love hearing your passion and your servitude come in, just your care for people who need these affordable housing. I'll be honest with you, you make it sound easy, but I know it's not always easy, especially in this climate. So what's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly?
At the end of the day, it comes down to number one, the team that you work with and making sure that we have a great team, right? And we do. And, we continue to operate and follow processes and systems that we've developed over time. The very first project probably didn't go exactly as we planned, but we learned something. The second project, same thing, right? We learn things. So we continue to improve our process and systems. And, really that's what I love about putting new manufactured housing on land is as long as you do your due diligence right and you make sure the land's good, the process is the same every single time. Pretty similar to like a site-built house, right? So it's a lot different than flipping houses where there's surprises and everything's different, right? Every project. For manufactured housing, it's the same every time, as long as you follow your process. And so to answer your question, what's working, it's really about having the right team and having the right process and systems in place to be able to execute confidently. In 2025, we've done about 50 of these projects. And so, I want to sleep. I've already got enough gray hair. I want to sleep at night. And if I follow the process, then I can sleep at night knowing that, hey, I've done everything I can do to make this a successful project.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like you're very successful. It sounds like the systems are working. Absolutely. This is great. Now you're operator, so I know there's moments when things get real. Maybe a deal goes sideways or a time when you have to pivot fast. And I like, so many people, they focus on the success. Sometimes people don't hear the journey, the process to get into that success. And so I was wondering if you had one of those stories or moments you could share with us, a time when you kind of had to pivot fast.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, that's a good question. There have been projects where, it's maybe we were desperate for a deal, right? And I'm sure
Mm,
there's a lot of real estate investors like that where it's like, hey man, it's great. Like we did first quarter, maybe we did 10 deals. Start of second quarter, we were maybe low on deals, right? And so
yeah,
you start to get a little desperate for the next deal, right? And
yeah,
so even this year we had one of those where it was a parcel in Greenville, South Carolina, which is a great market. It was for $30,000, and we thought, well, shoot, if you can buy, typically we're buying land $20,000 to $40,000, and if you can buy a piece of land in Greenville, South Carolina for 30,000, and you can
yeah,
make a big profit. Well, come to find out, that piece of land was in a hole. We had to bring a lot of fill dirt. There's a lot more development needed. So we ended up finishing the project, and I think we ended up losing about $4,000. But the good news about the manufactured housing project, there's a lot of margin
yeah,
typically. Although we're providing affordable housing and typically the best and most affordable option, there's still margin for us to make profit. So even though we had made a mistake there, and the parcel that we selected, we were still able to come out not too bad, right?
yeah,
So that
yeah.
I'd say that was probably one where it was like that didn't go as planned, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, and I appreciate you sharing. I mean, I think, actually definitely from your unique lens, this is the kind of stuff people kind of don't talk about enough, and sometimes people don't hear enough. And honestly, it will separate folks from the people that just dabble to the ones that in it for the long term. And it seems like now, you got your systems in place. You're doing about 50 of these projects a year. Putting those systems in place really separates people from short term and long term success. And so I thank you for sharing that. I love when our viewers get to get a peek into just how the process of success looks sometimes. And so let me ask you this, Mr. Robert. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next? Like what's the next real goal for you?
Yeah, so we like to continue to offer more and more affordable housing and kind of address that need. And so as we look to 2026, because we need to start looking to that goal now.
Yeah,
The goal is to continue to buy more land, and we've done a lot of one-off parcels, and so we've started to look at, could we do a larger development? We're not talking
oh,
100 houses, right? We're not to that scale yet, but can we do a 20 lot neighborhood?
yeah.
And what does that look like, right? There'd be a lot of efficiencies gained in that process. But there are obviously some more risk associated, but that was probably one of the big goals as we look to 2026. Can we do a larger development?
Yeah, yeah. And no, that's big. Like you said, you got your systems in place, but also looking to the future. Like, how can we push it a little bit more? And so you're talking about this larger development. I think that's incredible. That's an incredible move that you're thinking about doing. And I know you've been in it long enough that you know the next move can either compound things or create total chaos, depending on how you play it. But again, it's the systems that we have in place that we can trust. And so there's no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to take this larger development and knock it out the park. I'm excited about hearing it. I really am. And so, a lot of people is listening, and people are either early in their journey or they're looking to level up. And I think they'd benefit hearing this from you. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what has made the biggest difference for you?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Man, I would say showing up, right? Showing
Yeah,
up and taking action, doing what you say you're going to do. I talk to a lot of people every week about what we do and how we do it. Pretty transparent, and I like helping people that then can go and offer more affordable housing. And there's people that you talk to that say, they kind of give you the lip service and say, yeah, that sounds cool. I like making
Yeah.
money. I like helping people. Then you don't ever hear from them, right? And
Yeah.
then there's other people. We've got a guy in Georgia who's part of our program, 22 years old, and he'll do 5 or 6 deals this year in Georgia, and by the end of the year I think he'll make 250K, which is huge. But he's an
Yeah.
action taker. Like, he shows up at the real estate investor meetings. He shows up every single call that we have. He's there. And so I'd say show up, right? And that will take you a long way, and a lot longer than you think it will.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that, man. Showing up, that's just half of the battle, is just showing up. But like you said, show up, but then also take action. And this is, I kind of want to ask this question, before we wrap, get you talking about teaching people. And so I want to see if we can create a teachable moment. And so is there anything that's on your heart, education wise, encouragement wise, for people who may be looking to do the mobile home thing, or just looking to just push for success in general? Mr. Rob, is there any words maybe or teachable moments that you want to give them right now while we got these viewers that's listening in?
Yeah, that's a great question, Q. And I'd say, man, I think it comes down to really thinking about what your purpose is and what your why, right? Because, if we go back to the previous question about showing up, the only way that you're going to show up is that if your why is big enough, right? And if your why is not big enough, you're not going to show up every single day, and at the end of the day, but if it is, then you're going to show up, right? And I'll tell you my why. I got a couple things here. One is, if I can build a legacy for my family, I think that's important. I've got 2 kids that are in high school. At least one of them has interest in doing real estate. And so can I create a business, create a legacy that they can be part of later? And for me, that drives me, because family is important, right? The second is, man, I'm a Christian guy. Can I show God's love through affordable housing? And
Come on.
and I've been a Christian for a long time, but a fairly recent thing for me is like, hey, I'd like making money. I mean, everybody likes making money, right?
Yeah.
I want to make a lot of money, but what's the bigger purpose, right? Like, we make a bunch of money and we leave this earth with it. Like, it doesn't do anything, right? But what if I can help the next guy? And it's not about like, hey, can I just give 10% tithe to my church? Like, that's cool, right? But how can I look at my entire process? And I'll tell you, like, 3 months ago, I would tell you, like, I could care less about meeting the buyers of the house that buy our houses, right? Honestly, I'd rather not talk to them. But now today, my mindset, my vision has changed. It's like, how can I make that experience so special for them that they say, hey, there's something different about that guy, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, so that's a big thing for me right now, is trying to figure that out and say, look at my entire process. Can I show God's love through the work that I'm doing, to my subcontractors, to the guys that build my houses, to the people that are buying my houses, and so on. And so that drives me, right? Between family and between showing God's love, I think it's a big thing.
What an answer, man. And I'm glad I asked the question. That was golden. But you and I, we were talking before we got on, and I told you, my wife and I, we have some of our best conversations 3 o'clock in the morning. So today's conversation, I asked my wife, I said, babe, I said, do you ever just feel the weight of responsibility? I said, when God shows you something so big that you just feel the weight of it, because you're like, how in the world am I going to do that? And so I asked her that. That was my mindset. And so I got into my devotions, and I was reading my devotions, and it was talking about God gives us a big dream, but the beauty of the big dreams, the only way to get it is walking with Him every step of the way. So it was like, don't focus on the big thing, focus on the small steps of walking with Him every single day. And so the reality that I came to was that when it came to responsibility, what scares me is not the big thing. What kind of makes me concerned is He has given me the ability to respond. Will I show up every single day because of my why? That's the part that was concerning to me. Are you going to show up? Like, that's the part that really makes you concerned, because sometimes you want to get distracted. You want to take days off. But the fact of the matter is, in order to get to the next step, you really can't. You got to walk out the next step, one step at a time. And so what you just said about showing up, the words you just gave about what's your why, Mr. Robert, this is golden. And I thank you so much for sharing, sir. I really do.
Happy to be here, man. And I think it's important, right? And
Yeah.
my goal is I'm just a guy that's doing real estate, right? And not doing anything really that special other than trying to help people, right? And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I love it. It's my passion. And we'll see what we can do in this world. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I know you say it's not special, but I'm gonna push back on you doing something very, very special. Now it's your why, so it's just like, man, this is what I do. But I tell you, a lot of people do not have the same perspective as you. And so I hear you, but just if you can allow me just kind of dote on you, you're doing something very, very special, man. And so I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate your why. I appreciate your passion. So listen, Mr. Robert, listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Man, the best way is shoot me a text message, really. I'll give you I don't have a fancy CRM or anything like that. I think I
Okay.
mentioned to you, I'm just an operator, right? I
Yeah.
like no guru or I mean, yeah, do I educate people? But my
Yeah.
cell phone is 864-293-2798. That's my personal Verizon cell phone. You can just shoot me a
Absolutely.
text and be happy to have a conversation or text you back any words of advice that I have.
Absolutely. Well, listen, man, again, I appreciate you. Hopefully you can see my authenticity coming through. I just was just wonderful. I just thank you for all that you shared. I thank you for your story, for your perspective, for your time. We definitely need more people in this space that's doing it the right way, just like you, sir. So again, Mr. Robert, I thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. That same, man. And so listen, you got it. You heard it. You heard the valuable stories, the nuggets. When I say I'm excited, y'all, I think it translates, right? Y'all see it. I'm having these great, valuable conversations with just amazing people. And you do not want to miss out on these opportunities to do it. So just go ahead and subscribe, click that button. That way you can come back when the alert goes off. All right. So again, thank you, Mr. Robert, and everyone else. We will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.